This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by boxing's viral sensation, Ben Whittaker, here in London. Ben, how are you?
All good, man, all good, can't complain.
Back out active again, June 15th. A surprise to you? Was the plan always to try and get back out as quickly as what you have done?
Yeah, I said this year's activity is key, so active, there's a belt on the line as well, so you can't complain.
Obviously, the man you're facing is somebody who certainly ruffled up a few feathers, shall we say, at the last press conference. Why are you opting to fight him? What benefit do you feel like there is fair for you?
The belt was there, you know what I mean? They came with the belt and him, I said, why not? He came into the press conference, saw his opportunity. I'm going to show why he shouldn't do that again.
Do you know much about him? Have you been able to see much of him?
Yeah, I've saw a bit of him. You know, I've seen that style many, many times, so we'll see what happens June 15th.
I was just going back to your last performance then, Ben. What did you take away from the Leon Willings fight? He received a lot of credit for having a step up, but there was also those critics who maybe wanted to see that flourish, that end finish. What would you take away from it?
Yeah, you can't knock out everybody, especially when they go on the show. I dropped him in the first round, then after that he was just riding the shots, tucking up the shots. Boxers know it's a hard style to stop, but good win, good opponent. He came to fight at the start, and that's what I wanted.
How important was that for you, though, to have somebody who came in there with the intentions of trying to win?
Of course, that's what you want. You can easily just get these guys where you're just going to walk through them and blow them out, but eventually you might get found out. So for me, at that point in my career, it was good.
Talk to me about kind of moving forwards then, beyond June 15th. We've mentioned activity. How do you foresee the second half of 2024 playing out?
Yeah, activity, win this fight and just hopefully roll into another fight, if I'm honest. I'm injury-free, I feel really good, and I'm looking after my body, and it's allowing me to keep active.
After that, Ben, on the back of the last fight, I remember Sonny Edwards tweeted that you wouldn't necessarily be happy with the commentary. Obviously, Dan Aziz, obviously Andy Clark, who you had your back and forth with on the Sky Live. And he suggested maybe there might not be long left on your contract with Boxer. And I think you put like an emoji of a stopwatch or something. What is that situation like, your relationship like with Boxer?
Yeah, I look controversy, man. But yeah, I'm very happy with them. We had a good trip out in New York, so some exciting things coming out there. And everything's going as I planned. They got me a belt as well, so we can't complain.
I did see Frank Smith from Matchroom big you up recently in an interview. Certainly said that a few people will be looking at you if you were to become a promotional free agent in any time in the near future. You still have the likes of Eddie Hearn, obviously Frank Smith there. I'm sure Frank Warren would love to kind of have talks with you. What's it like being a man in demand?
Yeah, it's good. Like you said, that can easily stop when you don't start performing or you don't win. So for me, all that matters is focusing in the gym, working hard, and just keep doing what I do, keep winning. When you keep winning and keep doing it the way I do, these people talk, so it's nice to hear.
You happened to be in New York when Eddie was out there for the Devin Haney-Ryan Garcia fight, and then obviously the Terence Crawford Madrimov announcement. Turki Al-Sheikh was out there. I know that they've been quite keen to try and find a slot for you, at least that's what I've been told. Do you think we might see you entertaining the Saudi Arabian boxing crowd anytime soon?
100%. I think that's where the big time boxing is going now. Big time boxing, you gotta mention my name. I'm only 7 fights in, but I bring a lot of razzmatazz. You know, is what people want to see, especially out the Saudi. So something that we can definitely see in the near future. But for now, it's got to focus on what's next.
Just sticking with what's next as well, and your current training situation. You did an interview with Rob before your last fight, and you mentioned kind of parting ways with Sugar Hill. So where do things sit on your training situation?
Yeah, I messaged him privately. I was like, I don't know why you said that because I haven't parted ways. Yeah, so we're still talking, still in contact. I just said he's very busy at the moment, but I'm still seeing other coaches, still picking up things from other coaches. But as of now, I'm still with him.
So how is this camp going to look? Obviously, I know he's preparing Tyson Fury for May 18th. Is the plan beyond that you two link back up and he'll hopefully be in your corner on June 15th?
Yeah, I'm a person who loves to learn all the time, if I'm honest. So I've been, like I said, going to different coaches, picking up little things. But as of now, he's still the head coach, him and Joby Clayton. So and until otherwise, until he says or I say, it's still like that.
You hope he'll be in there June 15th then?
Yeah, hopefully. We spoke that he's going to come, so it looks like that way.
Is it difficult? Is it more difficult than what you thought it might be? Obviously, having a trainer who is in such demand, working with somebody like Tyson going into such a big fight, maybe taking away from your own time, being able to learn from him?
Yeah, it's not too bad because I'm a person, I don't want to live with the coach 24/7. So talking through the phone and him showing me little things isn't too bad. But at the end of the day, we get into these fights now where I do need more one-to-one. I need more time, and then I'm not a person who's big-headed. I might come across as that, but I know Fury's going into a life-changing fight, which is it's a very big occasion. And would he want me there taking up his time? No, I wouldn't like that in this position. But of course, I have to focus on myself. And for me, I need one-to-one. So something to think about. But as of now, I'm all right still.
Tell me anything about who you did spend a little bit of time with whilst travelling around, just to kind of keep things ticking over?
Yeah, not yet. You know what I mean? People start getting excited, but I'm just going to some good people and just learning good things.
Just get your thoughts on a couple of fights on the horizon. Your division, undisputed, Beterbiev-Bivol. Who comes out on top of that one, Ben?
Very, very tough fight. True 50-50. It's one of those, I keep saying Beterbiev, but then Bivol's got the style where he can fight and he can box. So if you had to bet, I'd say Beterbiev, but I wouldn't be surprised if Bivol wins.
If you was in that position, what style would you prefer to face?
I've said that a lot. Probably Beterbiev, if I'm honest. Yeah, probably Beterbiev, because you know what you're going to get. Where Bivol, like I said, he can come forward, he can go back and things like that, but his pace is slower too. So, but yeah, probably Beterbiev, because you just know eventually, he's just going to keep coming forward. You know what I mean?
Fury-Usyk as well on the horizon, as we mentioned. Who comes out on top?
You got to back the Brit, man. No matter what odds are against him, he seems to find a way to win. So you got to back the Brit.
And Terence Crawford, Ezra Madrimov is a fantastic fight, as you mentioned, one which was announced. Huge props to Terence stepping up to 154 straight into it. How difficult of a challenge is ahead of him?
Big challenge, you know. I've been in with Madrimov in like world championships and things like that. I know what type of fighter he is. He's very good, explosive. But for me, Crawford's near enough a complete fighter, and I think he'll find a way to break him down.
Ben, it's a pleasure as always. Nervous back to start. Thank you.
Yeah, nice one.